San Diego FC, both on the road. San Diego Wave, both lost. I guess the bigger question, I mean, San Diego FC is 4-2-2, I believe now.
Mm-hmm.
Playing pretty well, but fell behind early. Goalkeeper took a foul in the box. You never, ever see that.
It was weird.
CJ Dos Santos took a foul in his own box, which led to a free kick, which led to the goal that, put San Diego FC in the hole, and they never recovered. And then they gave up 2 more goals in about a 7-minute span, and they were in a big hole, and they tried to fight back too big a hill. San Diego Wave, brand new coach, almost a brand new roster, new general manager. They got beat on the road by Kansas City, got shut out. I got a bit of a strange soccer question about those two franchises. Is there room enough in this town for both these franchises to be successful?
Yeah, why not? I mean, they're both drawn, right? I mean, especially the way the Wave kind of draw a lot of, young girls and families. Mm-hmm. I think it absolutely can work.
Okay. Because SDFC just kind of owns the soccer community emotionally now. The Wave had such a miserable season last year. The firing of the president, the general manager, the coach, the turnover of the roster. They've lost a lot of their named players. It's almost like it's an expansion team. And I'm just curious, if they're not winning and SDFC has come out of the gate so quick and they're drawn 25 to, they say, 30,000 at Snapdragon, can both these franchises coexist and be successful at the gate now? Or has MLS stolen the thunder?
Well, there is some of that. I mean, because I don't think the Wave are going to be selling it out every time they have a home game. Mm-hmm. But I think there's enough of a soccer base here with young kids that are going to want to go see the women play.
Okay, let's talk soccer. That next logo down there on the middle line, Liverpool. Liverpool has ended the threat that their superstar would leave and go to Saudi Arabia. Mo Salah has turned down bigger money from the Saudi Pro League to re-sign with Liverpool. He scored 32 goals this season. He's a great player. He's an Egyptian. He's really become the standard-bearer star in the EPL until Harry Kane comes back. That's the rumor that will not go away, that Harry Kane, the English star, the captain of the English World Cup team, who's playing for Bayern Munich, may ask out of his deal and might come back to the English Premier League. So keep an eye on that. But Liverpool re-signs Mo Salah. He's a great player. The other one, that's Inter Miami. Get this. They're the ones, of course, signed Lionel Messi a couple of years back and have become flagship of MLS because of Messi. Now the report is that they have added the negotiating rights to Kevin DeBruyne, the great midfielder from Manchester City, who's leaving the English Premier League in June at the end of his contract. Boy, Manchester City, that's their decision to let one of their captains go. Got a lot of miles on him. But man, if he comes and lands in Inter Miami with David Beckham's team, with MLS, with Lionel Messi, holy cow, are they going to be good. So, soccer fans, we talk a lot of soccer on this podcast. You need to corner kick us a comment in the Fans Forum chat box. NHL hockey, we're getting to the end of the season. The Montreal Canadiens have made the playoffs, and it's been a long road back. Montreal has just signed the top young player in Russia, Ivan Demidov, who scored 19 goals in the KHL, which is their professional league. He's only 19 years of age and has just signed in Montreal. He suited up for his first pro game last night. This kid's got skill. This kid's got speed. Montreal's building, and they got a lot of really good young players, but they convinced the Russian player to come join them. And speaking of hockey, I admit I tuned away from the Padre game to watch a bit of the final championship game of the Frozen Four, the NCAA hockey tournament. Western Michigan knocked out Boston University to win the NCAA hockey title for the first time. They played hockey in Kalamazoo for 52 years. And it's the first time they ever got to the Frozen Four, and they won it. And I went through their roster. 3 of their top forwards are from Scandinavia. Sweden and Finland are playing at Western Michigan University. I said, how in the world did that happen? Well, it's contacts. This college coach at Western Michigan's got contacts in European hockey, and he found 3 kids that academically qualified that wanted to come here and then wind up in the NHL. And they beat Boston University, and they beat them bad, 6-2. And Boston University's Terriers are a historically great program. All the big names got knocked out in the tournament. There was no Boston College. There was no Minnesota Duluth, no University of Denver. Those have really been the flag bearers of NCAA hockey. None of them got to the finals. Boston U got there, and Western Michigan ran them out. What's going to happen next? Everybody's going to see what happened at Western Michigan, and they're going to figure out how those guys in Kalamazoo could get these kids here. They're going to start recruiting Scandinavian kids, because that's where the next wave of good young skill talent is. And I watched the Scandinavian kids. They all played on the same line. I watched them skate, and Boston U's kids could not keep up with their speed. So trust me, the wave is coming from Scandinavia to college hockey. It was a really great game. And of course, Western Michigan was in the conference that I broadcast, the Mid-American Conference. That's so great for them to have that kind of success in hockey of all things. Okay, John, so we talked a lot of soccer. Go ahead.
Couple of things here. First of all, I love the Western Michigan story. It reminds me of Randy Bennett at St. Mary's.
Sure.
Having the pipeline to Australia and other. It's a way that these coaches have kind of outsmarted the system and are able to beat the top teams with this innovation of bringing in this foreign talent. But the San Diego FC game was weird because, first of all, it was at elevation, and I think the players were really feeling that.
Colorado, yes.
And then secondly, the that foul on Dos Santos in the box didn't look like a foul to me at all. And usually, keepers have a lot more freedom to bang around, because they can use their hands. It didn't look like a foul to me. And then at the minute, you got a PK up there, he had no hope, and they ended up only losing by 1.
Yeah, they came back, but they did dig a big hole. I mean, give up 2 goals in 7 minutes. It's kind of a backbreaker. But there's 34 games in the MLS schedule, so
it's a long season.
Yeah, it's a real grind. Got to stay free of injury, and of course, they do have a couple of their key component starters who are on the injured list right now in MLS. All things soccer, so we cover it all. Hey, this podcast is now going to belong to you.